Okay, so I wanted to tap in with your energy real quick. So I feel like, okay, last night, Scorpio, you guys had a lot of shit on your mind. And you think nobody heard you, but I heard you. You got some concerns. And I do feel like it's time to let some stuff go. You want something so new and refreshing in your life right now, but you're holding on to a lot of anger, pain, resentment from the past. And this is like blocking you from manifesting what you really want to have. And I feel like you kind of feel like you just want this emotional connection that's really deep, where somebody gets you and you get them, and everything is flowing easily. But there's this tie to the past that you have that's not allowing you to receive that. All right, yeah, you got the Ace of Swords in reverse. So, like, what scenario are you playing over and over in your mind that's keeping you from this abundant mindset? That's keeping you from seeing things clearly? Are you holding on to like I feel like some pain, some frustration, some anger, and that's blocking you from having what you want? Now you have the Ace of Wands come out. This is two aces. So with the Ace of Swords in reverse, and then here's the Ace of Wands, it's like you have a lot of passion, but somewhere in Scorpio, this passion is blocking you from seeing things clearly. This could be your passion for a relationship that has already run its course, and you're still kind of like holding on to it. And this is blocking you from seeing that you have this new beginning available to you. So you really want to watch like what you're thinking right now, Scorpio. What are you pouring your energy into, because you're showing up as the King of Cups in reverse. So right now, like you're on an emotional roller coaster. And yes, like you feel deeply that somebody has triggered this for you. You feel like, yo, I wouldn't be feeling like this if this person didn't do that, if this person hadn't said that or acted in this way. But what I'm seeing is that you got to come out of that and think a little bit more logically. Because right now, your thoughts and your emotions are just like all over the place. And you really can't see straight how to start this new beginning. You need to be placing this passion and the frustration that you feel about this past situation, recent past, it doesn't matter. You need to be like focusing that on this. Stop looking at where you were probably like emotionally dragged. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you have to stop wearing your heart on your sleeve with people. Not everybody needs to have that sometimes motherly love or parental love that you kind of dish out to people that you care about. Everybody doesn't deserve that. And sometimes you can give that out and it makes you feel rejected or hurt when it's not reciprocated. Now you have the Fool card coming out. So yeah, it's time to scrap the energy here and start something new. You have to be that youthful energy that you are, Scorpio. You have to like start loving things. Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck is like no more conflict, no more confrontation, no more battle. It's okay to walk away from some things. That doesn't mean you lost or you gave up. It actually means you're evolving to this Queen of Swords energy where it's like, yeah, you've been through a lot. You've been through a lot, but at the same time, you have to start to learn who to allow to get close to you and who you get close to as well. It's time to set those boundaries and really do what's best for yourself. The time of being a martyr is over. No matter how romantic or chivalrous it sounds, it's like done. Because at the end of the day, it gives you anxiety. You start to take on shit that you don't even need to be thinking about. Start to frustrate yourself over stuff that has nothing to do with you at the end of the day. Hey son, it's literally time for you to like let this anxiety go. Like, like a lot of you guys are in your head. Like last night I felt like you were in your head a lot about some things that didn't pan out the way you wanted them to. About some things that you really put your emotions into, and maybe you feel like you were emotionally manipulated in some aspects, and this is giving you a lot of anxiety and frustration. And if this isn't your energy, then maybe somebody that you're connected to feels like you emotionally manipulated them, and it's giving them some anxiety. But either way, it's really time to start something new. Can't stay stuck in this energy of like no success. It's time to be like, yo, I gotta do what's best for me. Even if that means letting go. You got the magician at the bottom of your deck, and you got the empress coming out. So it's like you got all the tools you need to create what you want. But I feel like you're not pouring into yourself. The self care, needs to be there. You really need to start like investing more into yourself, Scorpio. Because I really feel like this Nine of Swords is something external to you. And sometimes you guys have a tendency to worry about like your friend's business or your lover, or just you guys kind of like worry to the point where you take away your growth. Like you don't allow yourself to see the good things around you because you're so worried about stuff that you cannot change. It's time to let go of the things that you cannot change, the things that are not yours, and start this new journey for self. You can no longer be like, yo, this person got close to me and they hurt me. What this Queen of Swords and this Fool card is telling me is that it's time for you to do for you. Because now you got the Queen of Cups in reverse as well as the King of Cups in reverse. So it's just like emotional turmoil I'm picking up on. Some of you thought somebody was meant to be with you and that was just it, and you guys were similar. Or maybe you guys were similar in a trauma bond. But now that it's time to start something new, it's like, yo, everything's at odds. The King and the Queen of Cups in reverse, I just feel like this is something that was started on something that was just kind of like unhealthy to begin with, and is creating anxiety for both of you guys. There needs to be a new beginning here. We got the Ace of Wands, but it's like with it coming out with the Ace of Swords, it's like misplaced passion. The passion needs to be internalized, you know, so that you can start a new beginning and actually see your growth. It's time to allow yourself to grow as well. Grow away from the past pain, the hurt, the past relationships, the past friendships that didn't go the way you wanted them to go. It's time to grow away from all of that. Because you could start this new beginning here with the Fool card, but with the Empress in reverse, it's like, yeah, you move to a new house. Yeah, you get into a new relationship. Yeah, you start a new job. Yeah, you make new friends. But if you're not feeling at 100% about yourself and accomplishing the things that you want, it's going to just be like, yeah, I'm in a new place, but I'm still stuck in past energy. So you have to come out of this Nine of Swords so that you can really start putting yourself first and really be logical about, like, yeah, I've been hurt. So now I'm going to be more mindful with who I'm vulnerable with all the time, or who I allow in. You got the Queen of Pentacles coming out. So stability is like a huge thing for you right now. So with stability, being at the forefront of your mind, it's like you're going to have this, but are you going to see it for what it is? Are you going to like allow like separations to make you feel like you have nothing else left to be grounded with, to be happy about? Are you like stuck in like some ongoing argument in your mind about like how things happened and what someone said and what someone did? Like, are you stuck in that in your mind? Or like, oh, I should have said, you know, like I should have said more. I should have said this. Or I should have said that. You know, and that's not allowing you to grow. It's not allowing you to recognize the opportunities that are in front of you right now with this full card. So you got to get grounded. It's time to step out of that emotional realm, and we all have the capability to be logical and emotional, no matter what our sign is. Eight of Swords in reverse. You allowing yourself to see things as they are, not how they were in the past. You allowing yourself to see what they are now and not what you think they should have been in the past is what's going to release you from this like mental imprisonment. Because you're going to start to look around and be like, honestly, I didn't have to give this much in this situation. I didn't have to have expectation in that situation. And that's going to allow you to release some of this anxiety because you go from the Nine of Swords to the Eight of Swords in reverse. Okay. Sheesh. Hierophant and the Eight of Cups in reverse. So yeah, this is a past relationship that fell apart. Something that you felt like you gave your all to. And I feel like it was just holding you back. You got the Four of Swords and the Page of Cups in reverse. I'm sorry, the Four of Pentacles and the Page of Cups in reverse. So it's like you're still kind of like holding on to this the way things were in the beginning, but they're not like that anymore. And so now it's like you need to be in preservation mode, preserving your energy, not allowing like flighty, love relationships to come in and out. If somebody comes back from your past, they're just gonna give you like some half-ass excuse or whatever, and that's really gonna make you want to hold back anything that has no growth right now. Emotionally, you need to just kind of like go within. Yeah, Ten of Swords and Ten of Wands. Ten of Swords in reverse, Ten of Wands. So it's like you're growing from this heartbreak, from this betrayal, and it's a burden on you because you tend to hold on to these things, these emotions that they bring up in you, and it creates a burden, and it creates like this like chaotic energy in your mind where you just feel like you got to express it or get it out some kind of way. And as you're starting to heal from it, it's getting heavier and heavier because you're allowing yourself to feel. Well, you have to allow yourself to feel, but you also have to think logically and just be like, you know what? It is what it is. I have to let it go. Because like focusing on it is just gonna like make your back hurt more, You have to realize like, yes, I was betrayed. Yes, things did fall apart. But you have to be willing to let it go. Because you don't want to be in here mixing all of this up with new beginnings. You got the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. So some of you could even be like at odds with family. And that could be upsetting you too. Maybe some of your family doesn't get you right now if you feel like, and the lines of communication aren't open. And that could be weighing on you as well because you really like to have like family together. But with the Queen of Wands and the Five of Pentacles coming out, I feel like you're gonna like things are gonna get better. I feel like you're gonna take some action to come out of being like feeling like you've been misunderstood or just coming out of like quarrel with your family. Like there's gonna be some conversations that are gonna be had to heal some wounds. And you've changed with this Queen of Wands energy. And so I feel like encouraging you to like use your power to bring yourself out of uncomfortable situations and things that don't make you happy, as opposed to using your power to like shut other people out or like externalize your power. It's time to like internalize your power. Don't use your power to like self that you can literally like use your power to show yourself that you can create whatever you want. Right now, Spirit is saying you don't need to externalize your power. That's not the point. That's not gonna do anything. Right now is the time to be showing yourself how powerful you are. As I say that, you have the Hangman in reverse at the bottom of your deck. So this is like you're realizing, like, damn, you know, like I should be using my power to further me, enlighten myself, grow me, you know. And I really think that's where you guys are going to be headed. You got the Chariot in reverse. So it's time to slow down for a minute and take a pause. Take a pause so that you can really, map out your plan. Because you don't want to like go out half cocked. You like want to really have a plan for how you're going to like mend things. Use your passions to create abundance in your life. As I say that, the Six of Wands comes out in the upright position. So, like, don't think for a minute, Scorpio, that not going all fast in on everything and, like, no, that doesn't always have to be the energy. You have to release control with this Chariot in reverse. Release the need for control. Even if you're not in control of everything, Scorpio, you can still have success. You can still manifest your goals. You can still have abundance. You can still reach the people that you need to reach and have the opportunities that you desire. But right now, I just really feel like you're being called to like release some type of control. All right. Now with the Six of Wands, it's like, yeah, even if you just chill for a minute, you're still gonna get where you want to go. Take your time. You don't have to rush into anything. You don't have to like, no, you can just chill. I feel like you planted some seeds already. Knight of Cups. Love is like always on your mind, Scorpio, it seems like. But you gotta be mindful of who you offering your cup of love to. Are they a player and you think you can change them? You know? Are you ready to settle down? What's going on? Because you're going back and forth about something. Five of Cups comes out. Yeah, you're going back and forth about something. You need to release a lot of the emotional angst, Scorpio. It's blocking you from having like true love come into your life, abundance in all forms. Like love is the highest vibration. So if you're dwelling in heartbreak, you're not going to be able to see the love around you, which will attract love in all forms, money, friends, relationships. You know what I mean? Too many. All right. See, and your own card comes out in reverse with the Seven of Swords. You're still in your own joy, Scorpio, and I know you don't want to hear this, but I'm not here to like sugarcoat things and hold your hand. I'm here to empower you. So I'm letting you know you're still in your own joy by holding on to the past. Grudges, relationships that failed, friendships that didn't go where you wanted them to go. Holding on to all of this shit is stealing your transformation. you're in this prime position to grow on a maximum level right now, and you keep looking to the past. Oh, well, maybe if they didn't do this, then I would be happy. Fuck what they didn't do. Fuck what didn't go right. That's what really needs to be said right now. Cause you can yell out all day you're over something. You don't give a fuck. But what the seven of swords, the nine of swords is telling me is that you still give a fuck. Because it's still replaying in your head over and over again. Which is taking you away from this new beginning that's trying to manifest in your life. It's like you're about to be a butterfly and you just keep clipping your wings and going back into the cocoon because it's familiar. It's familiar. Sometimes pain is familiar, but it doesn't serve us. Well, like, let me correct myself. It serves its purpose to help us evolve, but we can't hold on to the past and the pain and make that our identity. Like, your identity is not your pain. You don't always have to be associated with your pain. King of Wands comes out to say, like, yo, you got the juice. What are you tripping about? The Wands is fire, moving, fiery energy. I feel like some of you guys are like dwelling over a fire sign. Leo and an Aries comes to mind first. And so, like, maybe this person didn't do what you wanted them to do. You held this person on a pedestal, or maybe this is just somebody who had fire in their chart, or they just really like embodied like this fiery energy where they were in control, and you looked to them for direction, and they stopped giving that to you in some capacity, and so like you're focusing on that, but it's time to move forward. But also, it's saying that like you need to take this position in your own life to move shit for you. Page of Wands in reverse. Don't be like entertaining any gossip or any petty shit. You don't have to send petty messages. You don't have to out somebody. You don't have to like you don't have to do any of that to prove your point. Right now, the only thing you need to be doing is proving your power to yourself and standing in it and commanding shit to happen in your life. You need to be focusing on your angels and your ancestors and dispatching them into areas of your life to make your life more abundant. More abundant, not to prove to anybody that they missed out on you or that they fucked you over, but more abundant for yourself so that you can move on and just really have everything that you wanted while you have a clear mindset. So with the Ace of Swords crowning your reading in reverse, it just feels like it's time for you to take on a new mindset and a new energy with the Page of Pentacles. You know, do your spirit baths, re-energize yourself, power down sometimes. Um, Stay off your ex's page is what spirit also said. Don't focus on what they're doing. It's just really robbing you of your energy, and right now you need to be recharging. Yeah, Six of Pentacles, creating that balance. For once, giving to yourself, because you could give in a capacity where no one's like really asking you to, but it's just your nature. And then when you feel like you're not giving back in a certain capacity as well, you get frustrated. Well, Spirit is saying with this Queen of Pentacles as well, it's time to give to yourself here. Time to give to yourself. Page of Pentacles is time to recharge and renew your energy. Some of you have a lot of earth in your chart. Taurus, I'm picking up. But also Mars and Capricorn. So you need to start communicating your needs. Don't feel like people just have to intuit them, because that could also be like some of your frustration. Because Scorpio, you do have a very intuitive nature yourself. So maybe you feel like people should just intuit your needs. And when they don't, you get offended. But you have to understand and understand that everybody is not vibrating on the same frequency as you spiritually, and sometimes we all have different love languages and things of that nature. Okay, let's get into your oracle cards and see what you guys could be releasing. Should be releasing, I should say. Surrender your fear of intimacy. Yeah, Scorpio. You know, you like I said with that intimacy, that also kind of like rings to me as vulnerability. And yeah, like I said, you guys have been very vulnerable with people in your past, and it didn't, turn out the way you expected it. So now you could be very guarded and fearful of being open and intimate and vulnerable with people again. This card says, you are ready to let love in. Compassionately identify and begin to release any patterns that stop you from opening your heart. So, yeah, let go of the past pain and betrayals so that you can step into this new energy, Scorpio, of love. And you know that you desire that. You know that you do. But you're not going to be able to experience it at its full capacity if you're holding on to pain from the past. Well, and we're talking about that transformation with the death card in reverse. It's like you're holding on to the pain from the past and you're identifying with that, and that's not who you are anymore. You aren't what hurt you, like we said earlier. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your own power and soar in your life. Yeah, you're ready to go, Scorpio, but you gotta let go. Surrender low self esteem. And I feel that like it's a really complicated thing with you guys because some of you were in a very codependent mindset at a certain point, and you banked your love for self on how someone else perceived you or treated you or loved you. And what I felt like is like somebody withdrew that, and it shook you in a way. And it made you start to reflect on yourself, like maybe you were inadequate in some spaces. And you have to let that go. You have to know that you the shit without anybody else's name attached to you, or having anyone else. This card says you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self esteem. That's the past, the remnants right there. That's the past. You have to let that go because it's clouding your judgment about who you really are. Okay, let's get you guys some energy oracle cards and then we'll be done, Scorpio. Like, also, for some of you guys, for some of you Scorpios, I just want you to know, like, nobody, like, wants to hurt you. Nobody wants to betray you. Nobody wants to, like, throw you under the bus or anything. So please release that narrative. You know, you don't have to like always worry. You got walking away. So it's definitely time to leave behind a lot of stuff, especially a defeatist mindset. This card says, letting go, moving on. This card shows someone walking away from an existing situation. She is closing the gate behind her and is walking into a misty, unknown future. This card upright reveals that it could be time for you to make a similar decision. There may be something that you're finished with, perhaps a career goal, a relationship, or a long term experience of any kind. The familiarity of the situation may be enticing, but you're now ready to look at your options on the open road ahead. In reality, an important new beginning is at hand. This card also indicates that now would be a good time to let go of an old habit, emotional pattern, or false self belief. No matter how deeply ingrained a negative pattern may be, you now have the power to release it and move on to a freer, healthier way of thinking and relating to yourself and others. Whether it's in the inner or outer world, this card is telling you that you have the readiness and resources to walk away from the old and move forward now. Affirmation. It is safe and comfortable for me to move on. I consider all my options and then take action on my own behalf. So yeah, Scorpio, like I was saying with that chariot in reverse, that's that pause where you can make that plan to move forward into a better mindset, like a better position in your life. No matter if that's like love or relationships, career, whatever. Like it's really time to let go and move on. You got heartbreak in reverse. Some of you guys reverse heartbroken reverse marks a time of renewal and hope. The pain and trauma are behind you now, and you can trust that greater joy is on the way. Whatever has happened to hurt you in the past, you're now free to move on. The universe has much better things in store for you. So finish letting go of any residual grief and open your life to your new self loving intention. Joyous connections will follow. Affirmation. I release the pain of the past and live with compassion for myself. Love heals and renews me now. Yeah, we were just talking about how love is the highest vibration, and that's what you need to be focusing on right now, Scorpio. Um, Maybe this reading was kind of heavy for some of you guys, but I really want to like encourage you to let go of any, grudges or pain that you could be, resonating with because it's been around for so long. With that 10 of wands that I saw earlier for you, I feel like some of the pain and anger you guys have been battling with, it's been around for a while. And even if it feels like a new person triggers that or they're the cause of it, there's also something internally for you to heal. So that when that trigger comes up in certain relationships, you'll be like, okay, I know what this is. And you'll be able to ground yourself emotionally. And you won't have to react. You know what I mean? You'll be able to look at things for what they are and act on it in a more like grounded, focused way as opposed to like letting your emotions get the best of you and kind of saying things that maybe you really shouldn't. All right, Scorpio, that was your reading. I love you guys. Stay encouraged and, just do what's best for you. Take your power back, refocus your energy, and don't let the past drag you. Don't drag yourself holding on to the past. It's really time to release and, move forward. All right, guys. Love you and stay encouraged. Peace and balance.